Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Stride or Steven here with you guys today, and what we're going to be talking about today is something more mental, right? We're going to be talking about, what's wrong with this community or how I view the community through my eyes. Being somebody that's not famous, whether it be the casual side of gaming. I'm not famous in any way. Sure, I have like a very small little fan base, but I don't have, I'm where most people are at for the most part. I've been a part of some organizations like Strictly Business and Aware Gaming that not many people get a chance to be a part of. But apart from that, I'm just like everybody else. I'm where everybody else is. I see things from the perspective that most people see things from, as far as players go in video games, especially in the Call of Duty community. But what we're going to be talking about is what I think about the gaming community and how I think certain things could be fixed in the gaming community. And I think that you guys should really watch this all the way through. It'll probably be a good lengthy video, probably around 10 minutes, but I promise that it'll be worth your time, especially if you're a pro player. I would love, if you're a pro player that ends up watching this video, you happen to be somebody that follows me and you happen to click on it, I would appreciate it if you could watch this all the way through, because I would love for you to actually give your input on it. And if you agreed with it, it would be absolutely great if you could share this around, because I would love to get a little bit of juice on this video, get a little bit of traction, because I think that this is something that really needs to be watched, because I believe that what I'm about to say is something that a lot of people, they see every day, but they don't know how to put it into words. They don't know how to explain what they see. So, here's what I'm going to talk about. All right, let's hop right into it. Okay, so if you guys are in the gaming community, which most of you are, I'm going to assume everybody watching this video, except for maybe a few personal friends of mine, they're in the gaming community. They're heavily involved in it, especially in Call of Duty esports. You guys notice that every single day, nearly every single day that you play, if you're a pro player, if, you try to surround yourself with people that you like, with people that keep positive vibes that won't give you any problems, but let's talk about the casual community for a second, or even pro players. When you go into pubs, right? Like, how often, if you were to play, let's say you were to play 5 hours of public matches, okay? How many matches do you get into where you hear people arguing, where you hear people roasting each other or talking in a negative way? You might hear some guys that have really shitty mics that pick up everything in their house arguing with their mom, or just arguing with somebody in general, or just talking badly about something, about their day, or whatever it might be. That happens a lot more than I would like, than more than a lot of us would like. It's a negative vibe, right? It's just like how often you see that in this community is honestly just disgusting. It's absolutely awful. And in competitive gaming, I feel like it's not too much different. I feel like there's people that talk about things like that all the time, and for some reason, it's like they're addicted to being negative. Like, here's an example, guys. Like, with a lot of your friends, all right, if you want to like see if they're a person like this, if they're a person that seems like generally unhappy with their life, invite them to a Skype call, or a party, and just talk like you normally would, and see how fast it takes them to talk about something negative, whether it be something bad that happened during their day, or something bad about another person, or whatever it might be. See how long it takes them to start. Excuse me. See how long it takes them to start talking about bad things like that. Uh, and for most people, it's not going to take that long. It's going to take a very short amount of time for their friend to start talking bad about something, or start talking about this thing that happened, this, that, the other thing that's negative, that shouldn't have happened, blah, 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 blah. But there are a few people out there who are an exception to this. There are people who get into parties and they talk about the awesome things that happened, the things that they're happy actually occurred in their life. There are people that are really happy. They keep a positive attitude. And what you guys will notice is that with these people that constantly have this positive attitude, they seem to be more successful. They seem to do better at things than the people who keep a constant negative vibe. And when it comes to Call of Duty especially, a lot of people wonder, like, I'm a lot better than these professional players. Like, my shot's better, my thinking is better, my thought process is, it's smooth, it's good. why am I not doing as well as these players? And the reason for that could be very simple. It could just be that your mindset is not where a professional player's mindset is, because a lot of people don't realize that when it comes to gaming, it's not just your thumbs and just looking at the screen. It's also what's going on in your head, and that's the majority of it, I would say. That's easily more than 60% of what goes on. It's all mental for the most part. You know, shooting bodies, that's a mental thing. You know, turning on somebody and getting people demoralized, that's a mental thing. You know, confidence, that affects your shot. You know, these mental things affect other things, like how your thumbs operate, you know, what you see on the screen, what you're looking at. You know, people underestimate just how mental all of this is. And that's why I'm saying that your overall attitude in life can play a bigger role than just your thumbs or just your eyes or whatever it might be, that you think might be causing you to be bad. You know, you might think, oh, well, I don't have any thumbs. You know, I'm doing really bad in this game. What's wrong with me? You know, is it my controller? Is it something? You know, most of the time when people are wondering these things, it's their mindset. You know, it could be that you're not happy with how things are in your life. It could be that somebody needs to be cut out of your life that's bothering you, that's changing you for the worse. It could be something more like that than along the lines of, oh, I need to change my controller stick. I need to get scuff grips, something like that, you know, to fix my shot. Things like that don't matter as much as these mindsets matter, because the mindset is absolutely everything, especially before LANs, tournaments, anything like that. Now, what I want to talk about now, guys, after that's done, since we talked about that, is I want to talk about things that are more pertaining to social media, like gaming, social media, and Twitter. The things that are wrong with this community, in my opinion, is that everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to be their idol, whether that be somebody like Syndicate, Nadeshot, let's see, who else? Scump, you know, anybody like that. People always want to be those people. They want to be in their position. They want to be verified on Twitter. They want to be going places every day. They want to have money. They want to be able to play video games from day to day doing what they love. And they want to have a fan base. They want to have people that let them know daily that they love them. But nobody understands the work that was put in. Nobody wants to put in the work to actually become these people. And guys, that's me from time to time. Honestly, sometimes you know, I get discouraged with not growing my fan base or anything like that, and I'm like, why is it not growing? And the truth is because I didn't put in enough work. And I think that this video is an exception to that, because I really think that this is something that a lot of people are going to want to watch. But nobody wants to put in the work to get to the point where these players are at. And I think that that's something that really needs to change. I think that work ethic, you know, not just in gaming, with our generation in general, when it comes to school or work or whatever your job might be, I think that that's something that needs to be fixed. I think that's something that needs to be changed, and I think it's something that we lost, especially over like the past 5 to 10 years. You know, people think that everything just comes naturally. They think that everything's going to come handed to them, and a lot of people are honestly just babied, and things do get handed to them, but they don't know what it's like to put in work to achieve certain things. So, you know, that could be a parenting thing, you know, but I think a lot of people can actually teach themselves how to have a better work ethic, or how to, you know, earn the things that they want. And that's what I'm slowly doing, guys. I'm one of the laziest people that I know, all right? Let me give you guys an example. I quit school for 4 months. I'm a high school student. I quit school for 4 months, did absolutely nothing, basically had a summer break throughout the winter, because I was lazy, because I had emotional issues, because I couldn't get back up on my feet and focus on what needed to be done. You know, I was going through a breakup with somebody that I cared very much about, and that was my fault, you know. I should have kept on with things like that. I should have found the work ethic. I should have found the drive, the motivation to keep going. I should have used that unfortunate situation as my drive to keep going and doing the things that I wanted to do. Now, recently, I've picked it back up on school. Actually, I did 3 exams in one morning. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, just this morning, and I was doing exams. And I got some really good grades. You know, I kind of got a bad grade on the last one. I got a 95, an 85, and then a 65, but that's fine. My average for the year so far is an 87. That's decent. That's only 13 points away from a 100. That doesn't make me sweat at all. So that's something that I'm working on. But the last thing that I want to talk about, guys, is more related to Twitter. People think that it's good to be a savage. People think that it's good to be funny while they're degrading other people and just being assholes, guys. The last thing that I want to say is that there is a fine line between being funny and being a savage and being a dick, right? Or being an asshole and just making a complete fool of yourself on Twitter. And a lot of people don't understand the differences between that, and I think that that needs to change. I think that people need to understand what funny actually is. People need to know that it shouldn't come at the cost of another person, you know. Funny is when you lighten people up. Funny is when everybody gets a chance to laugh, you know. Nobody should be the exception. You shouldn't be making fun of somebody. You shouldn't be having somebody be a scapegoat just so that you can make other people laugh. But anyways, that's going to do it for the video today, guys. You know, there's a lot that was said in this video. If you guys agree with my opinion of the gaming community, then please do drop a like and leave your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe, and I'll check you guys out in the next video. It's been Stride, guys. Peace out.